We're live.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? So this week, the final week of NaNoWRIMO, even though we're both already done writing, that's fine. My special guest is Hayley from Pages of Hayley.
Hello.
I love how we're both so chill, just both in our beds right now.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those days.
It really is. It really, really is. Oops. We were late today. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
But we're here now. That's what matters.
Exactly. So, how's everyone doing? How's NaNoWRIMO going? Like I just said, we're both already done. You finished a while ago.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it over with. But it's so interesting because I feel like, well, I mean, you're like the only other person I'm talking to who's doing NaNoWRIMO really, but like you're also done. And I see other people online who are like, oh my god, I'm so behind and like NaNoWRIMO's over. I'm like, I forgot there are people who like don't write like 10,000 words every day and like finish on like regularly scheduled. So it's quite interesting to see that, but fingers crossed for everyone who is still trying to finish.
It's like the second I finish NaNoWRIMO, it doesn't exist anymore. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
it's still going on? Like, what do you mean?
Right.
It ended a week ago. Like, you're crazy.
Exactly.
Is Pages of Hayley a book?
Pages of Hayley is my YouTube channel that I post on very sporadically. That's where I'm from. Imagine if I was from a book, though. That'd be kind of iconic.
That really would be iconic. I'll write you into a book one day.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I love your channel. It's so good.
Thank you. Yeah, I have been so just not into BookTube or YouTube recently. So I'm just like, the thing is, I'm like not even reading that much. So I'm like, I don't have anything to talk about anyway. So it's just kind of there. But you've been uploading and killing it recently. You have like, how do you find the motivation and energy, honestly?
I don't know. I was supposed to film 2 videos yesterday and I did not. So I'm gonna be behind, but that's fine. 47K. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right on track.
Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna ask you our first question. Which is super easy. Just tell us about yourself and your book.
Okay, hi. I'm Hayley. And like I said, I am from the channel Pages of Hayley, but honestly, I don't spend that much of my time there anymore. What else is there to know about me? I read, I write, I mostly write fantasy, and my brand is like murderous female characters. I love writing about little female villains. And my current project, I'm revising the book that I got my agent with. I call it Harlem Book because it's like a sapphic vampire book set during the Harlem Renaissance. And so I'm revising that, but I'm also drafting an adult high fantasy. So lots of work being done right now.
You are like killing it. Like you've written so many books and you do it like so quickly and so well. And I don't know how you do it. And you also just like post to Twitter so much. And I'm like, how does she do that?
I'm just chronically online, just all the time.
You're so good at it. Like I never know what to tweet. Like I think I was talking to Kath recently and she was like, maybe you just need to be smarter about how you post. And I'm like,
oh.
It's like, oh, I don't know what to post.
I shit post all the time and like it just finds its way into the right audience and I don't know why, but like
it works.
I don't say anything intellectual ever.
I feel like everything you say is intellectual though. It all sounds so smart and I'm like, your brain is just too much for me.
Okay, how did you set up the question on the screen? I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, in the banners.
Didn't even know this existed.
Yeah.
The more I learn.
The more you know. So we kind of already like talked about it, but like what are you working on right now? If you want to talk about it like a bit more.
Oh yeah, those 2 projects I'm doing. I am like doing my first round of revisions and so I kind of already finished, but I was stuck on the ending, and I texted my agent. I was like, I don't know what to do here. And she's like, oh, why don't you just like turn it in and I can like go over it on my like second pass. And I was like, okay, but that was like yesterday and I still haven't sent them to her. So I don't know. I'm stalling. Revision
Yeah,
made me so nervous. Like I'm always just thinking I'm making the book worse, but I just have to get over
absolutely
it. I
not.
don't know. But aren't you someone like you prefer revising to drafting, right?
I really, really do. Yeah.
What's it like?
What's it like to enjoy drafting? Like,
There's just so much freedom.
I hate it. It feels like pulling teeth. It's the worst.
Oh no.
I'm writing a book called Wishing on a Dandelion, and it's a YA fantasy
Ooh,
romance. I'm
that
intrigued.
sounds beautiful.
It does. Wishing on a dandelion? Sounds so poetic and so like,
Yeah,
I need to know what it's about. Give us a
the
little
same.
elevator pitch, why don't you? I must know.
I'm very curious.
Mhm. So I'm gonna procrastinate doing a sprint and just ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Have you participated in NaNoWRIMO before, and have you won? I already know the answer to this, but
Yes, I have. I've been doing NaNoWRIMO since like high school, and I just graduated college this year. But I don't think I actually won until my freshman year of college. But for the past like 4 years, I've been winning. I've just been on a mission. I don't like not finishing things. So like once I
same.
won one nano, I was like, now I can never not win.
Yeah, because
So
you know that you can do it. So you're like, well, I have to then.
exactly. Exactly.
We get each other. Yeah, I'm the exact same way. How many have you won? I'm not going to do the math.
I think I've won 4 official NaNoWriMos, but then I also have done like camp NaNoWriMos. I don't know how many of those I've done,
Do you
but
prefer Camp Nano or regular NaNoWriMo?
I prefer regular Nano. I just
Really?
like I feel like the community is bigger.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, it's crazy because November is such a busy time of the year, especially like as a student.
Mm-hmm.
But just knowing that everyone else who's doing NaNoWriMo at that time is also struggling. I'm like, you know what? We're all in this together. And it's also like cozy autumn writer vibes. So I just like it better. Also over the summer and whenever like Camp Nano, isn't it also in like April? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I'm never really writing a lot then. Like that's not my time to write for whatever reason. It's always winter or fall for me.
I mean, the vibes are there definitely in like winter
Yeah.
and fall. It's weird because I think I also prefer regular NaNoWriMo, but I feel like I participate in way more camp NaNoWriMos.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Because I have like my certificates up on my wall, and I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
I have like way more camp NaNoWriMos.
No, wait, how many do you have?
Oh, I don't know. I've been doing it since 2015. So I think I like have some from 2015 from like Camp NaNoWriMos.
Mm-hmm.
I could not even begin to do the math. I'm too tired for that. But it's been quite a few.
We know it's a lot, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. We love a little nano virgin.
Oh my
That
gosh,
was a weird thing to
damn.
say.
And you're about to win too.
That's amazing. I definitely did
Yeah,
not win my first NaNoWriMo.
I didn't either.
I think I got maybe 10K in, but I think that's stretching it. I probably got 5K
Yeah, same.
max. Then again, like I think I joined it late. So I think I like found out about it in the middle of NaNoWriMo. And then I think I tried it again. So I think that was in 2014. And then I tried again in maybe 2015. And I don't think I won that one either. I honestly don't know. I have videos for it on my channel somewhere. So technically I could go back and like watch my videos, but who wants to do that? Not me. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, should we do our first sprint since that's kind of what we're here to do?
Yes.
I suppose. What are you going to be working on? Are you going to be working on writing stuff while we sprint?
See, I mean, I should do that, but I feel like I'm not going to. I need to finish this book I have. I think I'm gonna read. And then also I'm gonna also outline some ideas that I have for my next round of revisions. So I'll just do
Nice,
that.
nice.
What about you?
I'm going to be reading, I think, if I can muster the energy. If not, I might just scroll on TikTok, you know?
That's a vibe too.
Indeed, indeed. Probably gonna pull an all-nighter to get those words. I'm at 42K. That's great. Like, you're not that far off.
Yeah.
I feel like you can do it.
Can absolutely do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for all of you.
Damn. That would stress me out so bad if I found about it on October 17th because I'm such an outliner. I could not do that. Okay. My Wi-Fi is so slow. Okay. And start. Okay. How did everybody do during that?
What were you reading?
Cursed by Marissa Meyer.
I thought that was a Marissa Meyer book.
Yep.
Are you liking it?
I just started it, literally in the sprint. I got to page 20. It's all right so far. The first book was not my favorite thing in the world, but the ending like set up for like an interesting sequel. So I'm kind of intrigued to see where it's gonna go. However, I did just finish reading Six of Crows yesterday. So
And how was that?
I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I'm just kind of like, I'm not a high fantasy person, and so there's a lot of words, and I'm like, my brain cannot comprehend all these made up things. But I like the characters. What were you reading?
Crows. I'm reading Vita Nostra.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't know what it was until a few weeks ago because someone on Twitter was like, they asked for book recommendations for books that like make you have anxiety because they're so intense, and this one came up and I was like, nice, I'm gonna check that one out. And the cover is cool. Wait, let me see. So I feel like
interesting. Is it good?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely very stressful, but I'm only 12% in, but I'm enjoying it so far.
That's good. Catching up on comments. So I have one nano a couple of times. One, my first one failed. The second one the third. Amazing. Love that. My phone keeps vibrating. See, I could not pants a book. I'm not capable of it.
Me neither.
We are definitely the same in that aspect. Kahila's here. Hi, Kahila. Not doing nano, but using this to write out my first outline. Send help for this pantser over here. Yeah, I was watching your new reading blog, your new writing blog, where you were using Save the Cat, and it was so good. I've missed your face so much. Are you subscribed to Kahila?
Yeah.
I love her channel. I've missed her. Like, I've missed her so much that, like, I think a couple of months ago, I literally texted her on Instagram, and I was like, I miss you. Are you writing?
It's so funny. I see her on my Instagram feed all the time, but it's like only ever for knitting or crocheting.
Yeah.
But no, I love seeing her projects.
I wish I could crochet. I don't think I'd like it.
I used to crochet knit, but I just quickly was like, I'm done. I could only ever do like a scarf, but I see people out here doing like full sweaters and outfits, and I'm like, that is intense. Not for me, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I used to knit when I was young. My grandma taught me, and I made like little purses for my dolls.
Aww.
And that was about it. I was like, oh, I don't like this. And like I couldn't like start it, so like I'd always get her to like make the first couple of like stitches, and then I would like continue or like whatever. But yeah, Kahila makes like the most insane sweaters, and I'm so jealous.
Yeah, they look so good.
Major pantser. Can't do it. 200 words. That's amazing. I feel like it would be relaxing, knitting and crocheting. I just don't think I have like the patience for it or like the motivation to learn how to do it. Yeah.
Honestly, like once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. I just feel like I totally get that, like not wanting to like sit down to just like learn though, because that's like the biggest hump.
Yeah. I'm not good at learning new hobbies. My entire personality is just reading and writing, so. Okay. So, next question. What's your favorite NaNoWRIMO memory?
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I think when we did our 10K day, I think this was in
Yeah,
like 2020, like summer of 2020,
I
because I was like
think
the most
so.
I'd ever written in a day, and it was just so like motivating, and it was a lot of fun to do it with a friend.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm shocked that I was able to do it. I don't
Me
even think
too.
it took either of us that long to do it either. Like we
Mm-mm.
did it so quickly. Um,
Yeah.
but no, that was so much fun. It took me out for like a week afterwards though. Like I was still like writing obviously, but I was like so exhausted. I'm like I have nothing left in me.
You know, I think I wrote like 14,000 words that day, and I was like, I'm just not writing for at least a month right now.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Nice.
We love that. What was the first book you ever wrote?
First actual novel was
Mm.
my dragon book. I remember I
Mm.
tweeted it, and I think you were like the one person to respond and be like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And I was like, "I can't believe it." And that was back in like 2015 or 2000, no, 16?
We've talked.
I don't know.
We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah. And we've never met in person.
It's
Sad.
it's a shame, and you're not coming here anymore because you were thinking about
Yeah,
it, and I'm so sad about it.
I was. But now I'm going to Texas.
Tragic. You know what?
No,
That's
one day we need to do like a writer's retreat
oh
and just meet up.
please. I want to do a writing retreat so badly. It sounds like so much fun. Mm, finished chapter 18. Wonderful. And chapter 22. Do you write short chapters or long chapters? Or is it like inconsistent?
I feel like my chapters are pretty long. I mean, I don't know. For some people, I feel like short chapters are like just a couple pages. But then I know some books that have like 30-page chapters. My
Mm-hmm.
first book, I had a chapter that was like 60 pages for some reason. And I was like, I graduated from long chapters to now having like regular medium-sized chapters, I think. What about you?
Mine are pretty all over the place, to be honest. Like they could like be two pages, or like that just kind of what's happening in the chapter. Okay. It just really depends
Yeah.
what's happening in the chapter. So sometimes I'll like do like a really short chapter for like dramatic effect. It's like my dream
Mm-hmm.
to write like a one-word chapter or like a one-sentence
Yeah.
chapter, and I just haven't found the opportunity yet. That's my dream.
Yeah. I
Just the
love
emotional
those so
punch.
much. Yes,
They hit different.
they do.
Um, okay. So tell us about a project that you drafted during NaNoWriMo. Maybe one that you haven't talked about yet in this live show.
Last year, I wrote my first ever romance book during NaNoWriMo, and that was a lot of fun. It was definitely an experience because I've not written contemporary in a very long time, which is funny because I started out writing contemporary, like when I was really
We
young.
are the opposite. We are the exact opposite. Because I started out writing fantasy, and now I only write contemporary.
God, look at us.
Look at us. Who
But
would have
I
thought?
mean, yeah, that was it. I don't know. It was just like in a nice adult romance, and it was a completely self-indulgent project. I don't think I'm ever gonna do anything with it, but it was fun.
If you're gonna do anything with it, the only thing you ever do with it, let it hit my inbox. You need to read it. Even if it's like first draft garbage or something, like I need it.
It's a whole mess.
I don't know, I love when I'm like writing a book and like someone's like, I need it right now. And I'm like, you're gonna have to wait a few more drafts before I'll let you see it.
Yeah. I'm like, man, like you don't want it right now. Like if you saw the state this draft was in, you would be afraid.
Mm-hmm. The amount of placeholders that I have in the one that I just finished, wild. And like I have like notes to myself where I'm like, this is so stupid, or like this is the most first draft I've ever written. It's funny. Oh, another person started writing contemporary, now writes fantasy. Nice.
Just like
I
me.
want to write fantasy. I just don't think I have the brain
You
for it
should.
anymore.
Oh,
Somewhere
come
along the
on.
way, I lost brain cells.
No,
I
you
can't
can
do
do
it.
it. I honestly feel like, I mean, you've written so many books, so I feel like you can definitely do it. And it doesn't have to be like super high fantasy. It could be like
Yeah, I could never do
contemporary
that.
fantasy.
I feel like maybe my sweet spot are like books like the X Hex or something. I think I could
Oh,
potentially be capable of doing something like that, where it's very like low key and it's kind of like an undercurrent to the romance.
mm-hmm.
That could be a
Oh,
possibility.
I could totally imagine you doing that.
Because I do
That'd be
enjoy
perfect.
like witchy, spooky type of things.
Yeah,
So it's a
that'd be so fun.
possibility. And like I do want to write adult romance one day. I have like a very, very like vague idea of a book that I want to write that's adult. I just need
I'm
to feel like
so excited.
I need to feel like an adult a bit more before I can do that. I still feel like I'm a teenager, which is why I feel like young adult comes so easy to me. I'm like,
No,
what do you mean?
I love
What?
those tweets that are like, as long as you're 24 or under, you're still legally a teenager. And everyone's like, I'm still just a teenage girl. I'm only 22. And I'm like, that's me.
Literally. Literally. Joke's on you. I'm a fantasy writer and I have no brain cells. You know what?
Same.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm writing an adult vampire romance right now.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, I need that. I need to read more vampire books. I haven't read any like recent ones.
I haven't
I've only
either.
read like Vampire Academy and like Twilight. My mom is being really loud and I can like totally hear her talking on like the other side of the wall and I'm like trying to eavesdrop on her conversation. I'm also trying to be like present. That's funny. But no, I need to read more vampire books. If anybody has any good vampire book recs, let me know. Because I feel like they might be coming back. Coming
Oh,
back around.
I definitely think so. And not even
Mm-hmm.
just in the book space, but also with like TVs and movies. Like
Mm.
there's been so much vampire stuff recently.
There really,
Love
really
it.
has. Okay, I think we should do another sprint, perhaps.
Yep.
I think I'll do a 20-minute one this time. Because why not? Mix it up a little bit. Okay. And start. Okay, I had to change my location because my battery was dying. So I'm now in the other room. How did everybody do? Hayley, you're muted. Hayley.
How did
There
it
you
go?
go.
All right, my headphones stopped working.
That was funny. I barely did any reading. I think I read like a chapter and then I went on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read a bit. The book is starting to pick up, so that's cool. I forgot how long this book is. The audiobook is 18 hours, which is kind of insane. I was like, I want a nice light read. It's not light.
No. Hello. Hello. 210, trying to figure out what this vampire wants. Why would she sell out people? Nice. 100 words.
Nice.
Currently writing an entirely new opening for my whip, and I actually like it so much better. We love that.
It's great.
Progress. I'm proud of all of you. I feel so tired today.
Maybe you should rest.
Pardon?
Maybe you should rest.
I think I will end this soon, but I have more questions I want to ask you. There's something in my eye though. What's your greatest NaNoWRIMO or just in general writing advice?
I think the thing that has always helped me is to just write. Just keep writing. Don't stop to edit. Don't read over what you've written until you're done with the session, because I think the most important thing, especially when you're drafting, is just to get the words down. And if you keep going back to edit, you're just never going to finish, or it's just going to take forever. And I don't know, that's just what helped me draft a bunch of books, is just knowing that the first draft only needs to exist for you. You are in the process of telling yourself the story just so you can kind of get acquainted with everything, and that's the only reason it's there. It doesn't need to be perfect. So just get your words out and don't worry about the quality of them. That's for another time.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Trying to figure out which book I want to draft. Fine. I watched all the ads because I support you. Thanks, Kath. It's appreciated. And I just got here. I know. I'll text you later, but I'm tired. 288 words. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I love Kath. I will text you. Don't you worry. I will text you.
Why are you tired? As if it's not nighttime.
That too. And it's
to be tired at this hour.
She's also 3 hours ahead too. So it's it's even later for her, but I will not tell you now. Stop being so bossy. Jeez. Okay. What is your writing process like?
My writing process is I figure out the idea, narrate to it, and then I usually will write a pitch or a query. And then the query is what really solidifies everything for me. And then I'll do an outline. And I use these two books, Anatomy of Story and Write Your Novel from the Middle. Mm-hmm. And they have different outline techniques, and I use those. And then once I've done those like mini outlines, I do my actual outline. And then once my actual outline is done, I will start drafting. It's actually a really long process now that I'm thinking about it.
I love that though.
Preparation.
Why haven't you slept in 27 hours, Cal?
Oh God.
Make good choices. It's not like
This she was up reading Knight's book, and then she was making aesthetics for Knight's book.
I did see her tweet about that. My goodness. We might do one more sprint. We'll see how I'm feeling after we chat for a bit, but possibly one more sprint. Okay, I think I only have one more question. I drank a lot of green tea and made 1,000 mood boards. Did I not like it?
Good.
Oh no, I gotta rectify this. I thought I did. What account was it on? Was it your? I don't know what account it was on. Oh, did you just have to like go to both of her? I think it was on the other one. Okay. There you go. I liked it. 5 more. Count. It's not fine. I'm a bad friend. That's awful of me. I'm what's called a mood writer, so I skip scenes in my book that I'm writing depending on my mood. Nice. I do that sometimes.
I really am so in awe of people that can write out of order and just write random scenes whenever, because like I can't allow myself to do that.
I did it with my very, very first novel, and let me tell you, it was a mess because I did it in like Word. It's like everything. I didn't even like put like a placeholder saying like put this scene here. Like I just like literally wrote random scenes in the document, and it took me forever to put it in order. It was like the most chaotic thing. It was the most chaotic thing in the world. Like not only have I never written a novel before, so I'm more like also struggling with that, but then also like I did it in the most chaotic way possible. It was not the I did. It was not the time travel novel. That was my second book. The first one was about a girl who fell in love with her best friend, and then he cheated on her. So, yeah.
That's tea.
It was bad. Google Docs. I've heard that a lot of people love Google Docs, but I've also heard that like it gets really laggy after like a certain amount of like words. So I don't know if I could do that.
But I mean, that happens to me, but I still only use Google Docs because the other programs are so... I don't like them.
I've just always used Word, so I think I'm just used to the shittiness of it.
Yeah.
That's so sad. It was sad. Let's just say I put a little bit of my own trauma in there. Not like I went through what my character went through, but just the heartbreak vibes, you know? Creature of habit. Me with Word. Look, Google Doc. First Nano, my Google Doc is equally unorganized. It's an unsolved Rubik's Cube of trash. You know what? I feel like that's the perfect way to describe something like that. That's amazing. Draft and Scrivener, and I love it. Have you used Scrivener? I've given up. I've never tried. I used the like free trial. I think I still have it because it's like not like 30 consecutive days. It's just like 30 days, and I've never finished using it, so I'm pretty sure I still have it.
I mean, I feel like Scrivener is like cool and it's nice. I like how customizable it is, but I don't know. It's like too much. I will put my project in there once I'm done with it, but drafting in there is not ideal for me because there's so much going on. I feel like I just get distracted and I want to make sure I'm using everything, and then I'm just not as efficient.
That makes sense. one of you post a Scrivener tutorial. If I knew how to use it, Kath, I would, but I do not. Okay. My last question, though. What was your publishing process like? I know you're only you've only done querying. But...
Yeah, I was about to say it's non-existent. I queried and I got an agent. That's my process. It's
A++.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah, no, honestly, like the other day I was reflecting on my querying journey because I was so excited to query for so long, and then I feel like it happened so fast, which is great, but also I was just kind of like, wow, that felt like it didn't even happen. But I think like the main thing is like I participated in DV Pit, and that's where I got a lot of agent and editor interest, and so I was able to put that in my query, and I think people were interested in that. But there were like, I think all of the agents that ended up offering me rep were all agents who had like reached out to me before and wanted me to query them. So except for one, I think one like found me. She like DM'd me after DV Pit and was like, I'd love to see your book. And I was like, yay. But then yeah, all the rest of them, like they'd messaged me or I'd like met them months before. And so sometimes I'm like, I feel like some of the people I queried, I just like did it just to query them. But now I'm like, I really feel like I could have only queried like 5 people and I would have been fine because those were all the agents that I was like really, really interested in. But I'm glad with the way it went and I'm happy now with my agent. She's lovely and I'm ready to be done with this book in 2 months.
That's a mood. Hayley is a superstar. Indeed she is. Hayley, you're perfect. Indeed you are.
God.
I love you, and I love you too.
I love you too, Kath.
She's so sweet. Okay. I think we can do another sprint, and I think that will be our last one. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a 15-minute one this time to end it up.
For sure.
Kath said it glitched when we said I love you.
Hey, Kath, listen up. I love you, Kath.
I love you so much, Kath. Huzzah. Okay, now that we have the I love yous out of the way. Start. Okay, sprint is over. That timer never fails to freak me out. How did everybody do during that sprint? Did you get much reading done?
No, I couldn't listen to my audiobook, so I was like, I'm just not going to read.
You know what? I also did not read. Didn't even look at the book. Not once. I was just texting people instead.
That's valid.
200 words. Amazing. At least some people are being productive. 369. Amazing. 283.
Man, y'all are killing it.
Now I feel like lazy. Like I should have been doing something.
You know what? We were productive at other points.
We truly were. We really were. We both, wrote over 50K. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, I just realized I'm in the room that has my NaNoWRIMO certificates in it, so I can count them up now. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I think I've done 4. I've won 4 November NaNoWRIMOs, I think. I don't have them all printed out, but I'm pretty sure. It's 4. And then I have... Oh, wait. 5. 5, I think. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Camp NaNoWRIMOs, I think.
Damn. Killing it.
I don't know why I prefer Camp NaNoWRIMO so much. Maybe that's just like a more convenient time for me. I have no idea.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. 55 words. Amazing. Oh no, the bots have found us. Yeah, it took me a second to see it. I never used to have bots. It's only been recently that they've been coming on.
They're so annoying.
They truly are. It's like, what are you doing here? We're just trying to talk about books and writing. We don't need that. I keep hearing like weird echoes of myself, but it's only when I'm like making weird sounds. It's like the only time that it's echoing. Yes, I think I'm gonna end this soon because I'm very tired. But it's been. I really do. I deserve it. But it's been nice having you here. It's been a while since we've I
know
talked.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It was an honor.
It was nice to talk to you. I feel like we've not talked like face to face in forever, so it was great.
I think the last time was when I was hanging out with Kath and we quickly FaceTimed you.
Yeah, I think that was it too.
That was fun. A little surprise FaceTime. Does anybody have any questions from me or Hayley before we go, or should we just dip? Thank you.
You too.
It's always so awkward when nobody's commenting. I'm just waiting for them to come in. I'm just hello.
And then right as you hit end, you see 4 more comments.
Yeah, I think that happened to me last time. It was really awkward. I was like, oh, my bad. Pizza dinner. I had pizza for lunch. I eat pizza every day. I make it for myself.
Oh my god, that sounds great. I never eat pizza ever. And it's not because I don't like it, I just
don't eat it. I can't cook. So that's one of the only things I can cook. So just every single day.
That's a great thing to be able to cook.
And you know what? I never get tired of it. Every day I'm excited for my little pizza.
That's me with pasta.
That's a good food. Doesn't matter what kind of pasta it is. It's just good. Okay, yes, I think we're gonna go. So thank you everybody for joining. It was a pleasure having you all here. It's a pleasure having you here, Hayley, obviously. We should do more in the future for sure. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you next time.